Game of Thrones Season 8 First Look Review of Episode 1 Unsettling violence but plenty of one-liner. Warning: this piece may contain spoilers for GOT Season 8. The voice of Sansa Stark, Philadelphia, New York's Radio City Music Hall last night along with 6,000 eager invitees. Welcome to the beginning. Outside, a giant iron throne sat in the spot more often occupied by Rockefeller Plaza's iconic Christmas tree, while inside the auditorium, attendees were warned by the actress Sophie Turner of the penalties of recording, taking pictures, or leaking plot spoilers of this, the premiere of the first episode of the final season. "Remember what happened to the last person that F with us," chimed in the voice of her co-star Maisie Williams, aka the trained assassin, Arya Stark. After 7 seasons, 67 episodes and 47 Emmy Awards, a record for any scripted show in television history, it also holds the record for the most expensive pilot episode ever. The wildly popular, critically acclaimed epic fantasia Game of Thrones is finally bidding farewell. And its creators David Benioff and D.B. Weiss have wasted no time in getting straight down to business, with a season premiere packed with big plot point moments. Watch Game of Thrones final trailer Evening Standard. Directed by GOT regular David Nutter, the episode, as yet officially unnamed, is heavy focused around reunions, many of them familial and long-awaited, between fond siblings all area has really thought about for a long time is reuniting with Jon Snow again, said Williams on the red carpet, others less so. The most unsuited. The show is based on the series of books A Song of Ice and Fire by George R.R. Martin. The allegory that I don't think even George realized he was writing until recently was that, for 7 seasons, you've got people vying for power, and suddenly, they have to come together and collaborate in order to save the planet, said Jerome Flynn, who plays the sarcastic sellsword Bronn. "I think that's coming." Unlike some season openers in years gone by, this 8th premiere contains no epic battles or large-scale set pieces, but what violence there is dark, brutal and unsettling. That's balanced out. Collaboration is also a key theme. In previous season, Daenerys Targaryen Emilia Clarke soon learns what the audience already knows from last season that the wall has been ruptured, and one of her dragons killed and conscripted into the army of the dead by the Night King. But that's not Daenerys' only challenge. Fans of the show, there are plenty more new and surprisingly collaborations too, some merely political, others carnal, with, no doubt, an eventual eye to the political. But Cersei Lannister, the premiere, also served as an off-screen reunion too, as former stars of the series including Sean Bean Ned Stark, Jason Momoa Khal Drogo, Mark Addy Robert Baratheon and Rose Leslie Egret showed up to join their former colleagues plus Martin himself, in a rare appearance on the red carpet. Leslie's husband, Harrington, whom she married last summer, had to leave the premiere early, however, to dash to his nearby rehearsal for Saturday Night Live. The actor is hosting the high-profile comedy show this coming weekend. Other non-cast. The burning question, of course, regards the weighty secret fans have been carrying around since the summer of 2017. When will Jon Snow learn of his real parentage? It's a huge bit of it, as Bran Stark, his all-seeing abilities threw up Season 7's biggest plot twist that Daenerys is actually Jon's aunt, and, as the son of Rhaegar Targaryen and Lyanna Stark, he is the rightful heir to the Iron Throne. Rest assured it won't be a secret much longer. But who if anyone will finally claim the throne remains very much an open field. I was worried about, but I was really relieved when I read it. They have done an amazing job. It's deeply moving. Related A Photos Game of Thrones Season 8 premiere Microsoft guess.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.